Welcome to Sports, Wheels, and Reels with Jeff Miller and Austin Horton. One show, two guys, three topics, unlimited possibilities. Presented by Mark Miller Subaru. Engage with us on social media or email us at podcast@mmsubaru.com. And now, welcome your hosts, Jeff Miller and Austin Horton.
Episode 50. Oh, sorry. We ready? You good? All right. Episode 53. Keep that in there. Sports, Wheels, and Reels. He's Jeff. I'm Austin. Ashley and Katie behind the scenes. Hi, Jeff.
What's going on, man?
Oh, nothing
Number 53.
much.
Who is it?
My guy. Our guy. Mr. Mark Eaton.
There you go. Good work.
Rest tall,
Rest in
buddy.
peace, man. That's very
Who
tall.
started as a
Car mechanic. He's in the car world, which is a good car segue.
And some guy just saw him and was like, why don't you play basketball?
It was Wooden, wasn't it?
I don't know. Maybe.
It had to have been Wooden,
Some
right?
guy.
Some guy, John Wooden.
Some Jonathan
It's like,
Wooden.
you're tall.
I don't know.
I can make you a basketball player. It shows what the NBA was back then, right?
Yeah, right.
Or it shows what college basketball was back then.
Can you picture him
He probably
working on a car?
You think he threw a wrench at him? See if he caught it?
Okay. Dip, dive, dodge, duck, dive. All right, coming up, we'll talk sports. There's a Jazz story that may have me changing my tune on Damian Lillard. Also, I want to talk to you about All-Star games.
Yep.
We also have in Wheels a really cool thing happening at the end of the month at our Southtown store. And strike. And
Not
then,
here.
no, not here. Never. But that Reels. Don't make me laugh. Reels, we'll be talking about the big movie coming out this week and the two big movies next week.
A big couple of weeks of the movie world.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'm Spencer Kofed, and my Subaru is Extreme Adventure. Outback's really great for my lifestyle. It has just enough space for all my gear, but it's not crazy big of a footprint. If any of my friends were looking to buy a Subaru, I'd recommend Mark Miller Subaru, so you never feel like they're hiding stuff from you. Whether it's skiing, skydiving, mountain bikes, surfing, my Subaru gets me out on my adventures. Subaru is a brand I trust, and Mark Miller Subaru is the Utah retailer that I love.
Sports, Jeff.
Sports.
Chianti
He's
George.
good.
Yeah.
It turns out he was a pretty good pick.
Chianti George.
How bad do you think his ankle was?
I don't think it's bad.
My understanding. They won't play him again, right?
He is shut down for the rest of Summer League, which is
Good.
a game or two.
Well, if
They play tonight.
If they win tonight,
Yeah.
they will be in the semifinals of Summer League
Yeah. Woohoo.
because they'll be in the top four. If they lose,
Hang the banner.
it comes down to like point differential and a bunch of things
Some
like that.
soccer baloney. Yeah. Aggregate score.
Penalty shots or something.
Which would be awesome.
Everyone just
actually.
goes on the free throw line. I just keep shooting free
Lightning.
throws until someone wins.
Game of lightning.
Keep going back a foot every shot. So yeah, this is why I should be in charge of the NBA.
Oh, it'd be amazing. It'd be incredible.
No, but he's looked incredible. He just looks so in control of his game, so in control of he looks like an NBA player. Like most of those guys out there in the summer league don't look like NBA guys. He looks like he could be running an NBA offense on day one.
And do you want my overreaction now?
He should be starting.
He should be starting.
We shouldn't be going for Dame.
Forget Damian Lillard. You got him already. That's my overreaction.
I don't know if this goes far as saying
Oh.
Dame.
I don't know that it's wise to, but man, he's
I've
fun.
heard other comparables.
Too.
Jamal Murray.
Oh, you'll take that.
I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, NBA champ.
CJ McCollum.
Okay.
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal.
Those
All right.
three. I think those are three pretty good comparisons. I don't know if he's a Dame Lillard yet, but
Well, Dame and Beal are on the same, wouldn't you say?
it's true. Yeah.
But
I would take any of those players if he became them.
but yeah, I think he should be starting, and but they won't.
There's no way he's starting day
No,
one.
he
But,
won't.
I mean, they look at, I think those guys, and most guys that become all-stars play 20, 25 minutes a night their rookie year. If you get him playing 20 minutes a night, it's a win.
I want 30.
It's because you don't like Sexton.
I do not like Colin Sexton.
It's because you
That
don't like
is
Sexton.
absolutely the truth.
So here's your other question. Should the Jazz still be trying to get in that trade and pick up Hero?
I did see something from
Because
Jeff Fisher.
there's a lot of conversation about the Jazz being that third piece that throws in a first-round pick to get Hero. If you get him for one pick,
Yes, for one first round pick.
And he's locked in at he's 3 or 4 years at 24 million, 25 million.
3 now. Yeah.
3 at 25. Which that's not bad.
I'll do it for a first round pick. What do you get? The odds of getting someone better than Tyler Hero with that pick is low.
Yeah, I love it. I think it would be a really good way of jumping in on that Lillard trade.
We'll see how it goes. I like Damian Lillard. I kind of hope he doesn't end up in Miami, just because I don't like when players throw
get what they want.
Yeah, especially through their agent.
But I agree on it. I mean, if they still pull off Lillard, I'll still be super happy and it'll be awesome. But I don't know why you'd get rid of the future when you got a guy right there like that.
And that's
you might be over exaggerating by 5 summer league games, but
but really, I was telling you I'd trade the kingdom for Damian Lillard.
Are you sad you didn't get to see the other 2 rookies?
Nah, it's weird that they didn't play any summer league, but I'm not sad.
Yeah,
just
see him in the preseason.
If Keontae George had not played the way he's played, then I would be
like, oh man, what do we do? We had 3 first-round picks. We screwed it all up.
Yeah, exactly.
But everything looks pretty good.
All right, did you watch any of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game stuff?
They do so much stuff.
They do so much stuff.
Do you know what they should do? You seen the Japanese All-Star Game?
No.
So instead of a home run derby, they do a bunting derby. It's either Korea or Japanese, and if they do a bunting derby, you gotta watch it on YouTube. It's
what
the most
is that?
Hilariously amazing thing ever. They set up bunt lanes, and it's like trying to bunt to like a target circle.
Wow.
And these guys are incredible.
That's like a minute to win it stuff.
Yeah. It's like bunting home run derby. I think it needs to come to the Major League All-Star Game.
In some ways harder than a home run derby.
Wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
It had like the touch of like a bunt. And they're like throwing in like slow pitch softballs at them.
Easiest pitches. I think the Major League Baseball All-Star Game stuff, including the game, is the best in the major sports. I even like the celebrity softball game.
That was fun.
It's always fun.
Got the NBA guys in there. Donovan hit a home run.
He did.
Levine hit a home run.
Which led to also a podcast appearance where Levine was asked when he's going to the Knicks, and he said, "Talk to Donovan," which I thought was pretty funny. But anyway, I like all that. The home run derby is undefeated. It is always exciting. And the game itself was kind of lackluster this year, but they did something cool in the game this year.
What's that?
They mic'd up the pitcher.
Oh, that's cool.
And he was telling the broadcast, I'm going to throw this pitch, I'm going to do that. Then they mic'd up the batter at the same time, and they could talk to each other.
The batter and the pitcher talking to each other?
It was pretty fun.
Here comes the heat. Like that
Why isn't the NBA doing that sort of stuff? Now it's harder to have a mic when you're running on the court. But
they mic all the players up during the games all the time.
Right.
Having the earpiece might be hard when you're running.
It could be. Yeah. But maybe have a 6th guy on the court that's just simply talking to the players.
Yeah, it's not like the NBA All-Star Game is good basketball.
It's right.
It's terrific basketball.
Just play with it a little. Tweak it a little.
No. I like All-Star games.
I only like this one.
You don't like the NBA you don't like the dunk contest or the 3-point shootout?
The dunk contest and 3-point shootout were my favorite when I was a kid.
I like the 3-point shootout still.
Here's someone upstairs. I won't name him because he was so incredibly stupid for saying this. Said that the dunk contest and the home run derby are similar in skills. He's like, well, they're the same. They're the same thing. No, they're not, because the home run derby, every pitch, even if it's a fraction of an inch, is different than the last pitch.
Oh, totally.
The 3-point shootout is you're grabbing the ball off the rack every time.
It's very consistent stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Now, if they were having someone pass them the ball. Anyway.
So we should start passing the ball for the 3-point shootout?
That would be awesome. That would be so good. Anyway.
The other All-Star game that there isn't an All-Star for, there'd be a lot of cool things they could do, which I think is something that Tiger Woods is trying to do on the side.
Okay.
An All-Star game for golf would be awesome.
That would be fun.
I think that'd be really cool. They could do some really cool stuff.
The matches that they do?
Yeah, I mean, they could do horse matches.
Yes.
Like how cool a horse thing in golf be where you're like digging a ball 6 inches deep in a bunker and trying to hit it out. Have you ever played Bingo Bango Bongo when you're golfing? Yeah. Oh,
that
for sure.
stuff is a lot of fun.
Oh, totally. I think they could do some really cool things but that's what the Tiger Woods thing, I think they're trying to do, the indoor golf thing that they're going to do on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Oh, wait. Now I don't know about
You
this.
haven't heard
I
about
thought you were
this?
talking about the matches that
No, so Tiger Woods and I forget who are the other guys involved. I think Rory's in it and everything like that. They built this whole company.
Indoor golf?
And it's going to be like arena golf on Mondays. And they're going to like set up like a big golf green in the middle and have like contests and like have a golf simulator thing. And it's going to be like contest golf. You got to see this stuff.
It's on
It's not out yet.
It's on a simulator?
So like I think there's a huge screen with a simulator as part of it.
Okay.
And then the rest of it's like an actual golf hole they build in the middle of an arena.
That's amazing.
But I think there's some really cool stuff they can do with that.
Well, Steph Curry's been doing that Holy Moly
Which
show.
is one of the greatest shows on television. I love Holy Moly.
It's okay.
Have you watched Holy Moly? It's got
so-
Rob Riggle.
I know. And
And Rob Riggle is amazing.
He's so dumb. He's so cheesy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do not disparage Holy Moly, sir. We will be done.
A duel. A duel.
That is one of my favorite shows on television.
I love it. Rob Riggle's the GOAT. He's amazing.
Rob Riggle is amazing.
My dad, by the way, had the first golf simulator in Utah
Really?
and like started this side business, was doing really well, but he couldn't get any big investors. And the store that it was in, it was just a little golf parts store, went up and under. And my dad had to sell the simulator. And
That
anyway,
sucks. Now they're all over the place.
so simulators are near and dear to my heart. All right. And then finally,
Football.
BYU Media Day for the Big 12. They're
Did they get
officially
picked
in the
like
Big
10th?
12. 11th.
11th?
Out of 14 teams.
That's not good.
That's not great, Bob.
That's not a good start. That breaks my heart.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
That breaks
Now-
my sad, dark heart.
take your Ute hat off for a moment. Over under 6.5 wins. for
BYU?
BYU.
Under.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 or 5.
Okay.
Over under 6.5 wins for the Utes.
Under.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Aren't they picked like second in the Pac-12? First or second?
They're returning everybody.
Yeah.
They're
They're literally
Yes.
have national title aspirations.
Well, so that's
A
Damian.
push.
That's saying Keontae George is Damian Lillard. I would never do such an overreaction, but yeah.
It's about the same. Okay.
But I am excited to hear.
Yeah, Pac-12 Media will be fun.
Yes.
They have to actually announce the TV contract,
Well,
right?
they better.
Like at Media Day, you should probably say that you have a TV contract for the current year.
Next Friday is
Because
Pac-12
it's the current
Media
year,
Day.
right?
And yes, they currently
they don't have
no partner.
TV right now. Pac-12 Network does not exist anymore, right?
The ACC and the Big East announced yesterday they're on
CW.
the CW Sports. CW had to make a new division to get them, and now the Pac-12 currently has no media partner.
They have to have a deal just waiting to announce it, right? It's not going to be like the big opener of Pac-12
What if
Media
they
Day.
don't? What if we go through Media Day next week and they have not announced anything?
That would be bad. San Diego State needs a team, too. A conference would be good
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah,
They don't really have one of those
kind of a prereq.
because they're out of all conferences now.
They're
aren't they?
gone. They out.
And they're being sued by their previous conference. And
That's
all
hilarious.
sorts of fun.
You thought the Mountain West hated BYU.
Oh, yeah.
Now wait till they.
Well, they still hate BYU, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right, coming up next.
Welcome to the club.
In wheels, there's strikes on the horizon, and there's car shows on the horizon. Stay tuned.
My name's Jamie Usry, and my Subaru is Freedom. I've had so many animals over the years. One of the things that I love about Mark Miller Subaru is they're the largest animal welfare supporter in the Salt Lake Valley. You may not even realize it, but they're probably supporting a nonprofit that you love in the community. And my wife and I, our daughter Harper, and our dogs, we're just so happy that we picked Mark Miller Subaru. Subaru is a brand that I trust, and Mark Miller Subaru is the local retailer that I love.
Wheels.
Wheels. Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H? Whip. All right, Jeff. Let's talk a couple bad news items and then a really good news item.
Okay, go.
Bad news. First of all, actually, maybe semi-good news. Dallas-Fort Worth, NBC Dallas-Fort Worth has a report currently that says now suddenly there's an oversupply of used cars out there in the car market. New cars, excuse me. And they think that is going to drop the prices of used cars.
So they're always directly correlated.
So true or false? There's an oversupply of new cars.
I think there is in certain areas. Luxury cars, I think you're up there getting a little higher. And I think in domestics, like you're starting to see some of the domestic stuff. But I mean, Subaru, like for example, Subaru, Toyota, Honda, like no, they just don't. I mean, I think Subaru nationally, it was at the meeting this week, they have like a 14-day supply nationally. They are way low on cars still. Prices on used Subarus are still as high as they've ever been. Like they're not dropping, but you start to see some of the domestic stuff and some of the luxury cars, some of those used car prices are dropping pretty significantly.
So true for a general sense, but when you get into specific brands, it's not true.
Yeah, it all goes down to the brand. And so like I would say from a generic standpoint, imports, no, domestics, yes.
Do you think Subaru in the next year will get to an oversupply like the domestics are having?
Everything I've heard from Subaru is they're expecting to stay in this 15 to 20 day supply run for at least the next 6 to 8 months.
That seems about right.
I mean, they're hoping to sell 610,000 cars this year. They've sold 305 in the first half, so they're about the same in the second.
Well, I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds me on that. I've been very happy with being able to tell people we have cars to show you.
That's nice having cars. They're going to make some cool updates on the websites coming up pretty soon, too.
Are we? Cool.
Where they'll be out. The cars that are coming in will actually have transit dates on them. So you'll actually be able to see on the cars coming in like 6 to 8 weeks out, 4 to 5 weeks out.
That is cool.
Which is a cool update that we should be seeing sometime in the next 6 weeks.
And a baby Nate. I guess it's Nate doing that sort of
Subaru.
stuff. Oh, Subaru's doing
Subaru's.
Well, Nate, take credit for it. You're all right.
Nate did it.
Nate did it. All right. UAW, Union of American, or what is it?
United Auto Workers.
United Auto Workers. The United Airmits wheelbarrows. They are
It's a small union.
It's a dad and his 3 sons.
Small.
The UAW.
Kind of a back.
The United American Wheelbarrows. No, the United Auto Workers are going to be on strike soon if they don't get a new deal with the big 3 up in Michigan. And UPS, July 31st, the expiration date for the Teamsters, the drivers, as you and I know them. Obviously, UPS, huge impact on the U.S. economy, the world economy, actually.
Yeah, UPS is crazy. I mean, even like you could go down to like us as a car store, like it's going to affect, I think they said it's something like 10 or 15% of all of our part shipments that come in via UPS. So like losing UPS would raise prices and cause delays.
Which is not what anyone in America needs or the world.
The UAW thing would cause a lot of issues too.
Explain that to me because
UAW, essentially in the article, there's 150,000 UAW workers that work for Ford, Stellantis, and General Motors. That's how many will strike if they don't meet their demands. The expired date is September 14th.
Okay, so we got 2 months on that one.
Yeah, so let's start negotiations now.
That's a good time.
Instead of, like a year ago?
Yeah. Well,
nothing ever happens till the last minute. Look at the NBA.
Yeah. Out of college after my mission, I worked for UPS in a call center. And one of their big trainings, we spent an entire afternoon training on if the Teamsters ever go on strike. Here's what you say. Here's what you do. Here's how you handle your business. Yeah. UPS is doing none of that right now.
No training.
None of it. No, they're not acting like how we were trained to act. So
yeah, I mean,
anyway,
them leaving on the 31st would be very bad.
It would be awful.
It would be very, very bad.
And I get when COVID hit, they still kept going out there and making the world move. I get what they're saying. UPS has got to take their medicine somehow on that, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens for sure.
All right, and then on July 31st, coming up at our Southtown store, it's a Monday, July 31st, we've got our Summer Heat Subie meet. Summer Heat Subie meet.
Summer Heat Subie meet.
I got it. Summer Heat Subie meet. Summer Heat Subie meet. It's a car show. And for $10, you can get your Subaru into the show. There's going to be a cruise, probably up around Park City and back down to then put your car on display at Southtown. It's $10 to enter a car. There is raffle prizes, including stuff like free tint and free raffle bags and all kinds of free things to win. And the proceeds are all going to our Love Veterans, Love Promise Partner Continue Mission.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So put it in your calendar, July 31st. That's 2 weeks from this coming Monday.
I was explaining to Austin how long we've been doing this. We've been doing this for a long time. So like we did this first when I was a new car manager at the old Midtown, 2 blocks away from
When you
here.
were 9 years old.
I was very young. I was a young child.
You were instead of 40 under 40, you were 10 under 10? I don't know.
I would have been like 26.
Okay. 27 under 27. All right. So mark it down. July 31st. We'd love to see you there. Do some good. All right.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun though.
Coming up next, we'll talk reels and how the movie theater will either live or die in the next 2 weeks.
Let's do it.
Stay tuned.
My name is Sierra Hudson. My Subaru is safety for my family. So this past winter, we hit a black ice and we just started to slide. And it was just one of those moments where you truly feel helpless. I know it's a car, but it means so much more to us and our family. Subaru is one of the safest brands, and I've personally lived that. Subaru is a brand you can trust, and Mark Miller Subaru is the local Utah retailer that you will love.
All right, Jeff. Mission Impossible 5 Dead Reckoning Part 1, which I hate 2-part movies. I really do.
It adds to your little list of things you hate.
Yeah, it's just a small list.
It's a long list.
It's a very concise
Mission
and well
Impossible,
thought
so it's
over
gonna be
list.
awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I just saw a little behind the scenes how they did this face mask scene with Simon Pegg, where he puts on one of those famous Mission Impossible masks and turns into someone else with no CGI.
What?
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's
and
pretty cool.
I'll let you go look it up on
that's
social
pretty cool.
media. It's really cool.
Saw the motorcycle stunt
Yeah, off the mountain
off the ramp to a skydiving.
to his death.
Like the insurance company lets him do that.
I don't know what his premium must be.
Their insurance on that thing has to be just insane. Like it must have cost as much as the movie.
I loved the director couldn't even watch.
Oh my gosh, right?
He's like, what if you're the director that
kills Tom Cruise? Oh my gosh. You would be a Jeopardy question forever.
Oh yeah, you'd be
Probably not for 5 or 6 years. You'd have to let that mourning period go.
I don't know. If we learned anything, the Titanic submersible thing, it was comedy from day one, apparently. 5 people dead, jokes galore everywhere. It was sickening. All right. Mission Impossible 5 this week. Next week, Barbie and Oppenheimer.
I'm excited for Oppenheimer.
You're excited for Barbie.
I don't know if I'm going to see Barbie.
You are going to see Barbie.
Are you going to see Barbie?
You're going to see Barbieheimer, is what they're calling it, where they're
And
doing
you watch
a double
it back
release.
to back.
Yeah.
Which one do you watch first?
Oh, I'll watch Barbie first. I love Christopher Nolan.
It'd be tough to go into Barbie after Oppenheimer.
It would be. It would very much be.
I
Yeah.
feel like it'd become emotional.
I'm not sure Oppenheimer's the have a good time, listen to new Dua Lipa songs.
No, you probably want to finish off with Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Be all excited and happy about Barbie.
Yes.
Will Ferrell's in it.
He is?
Barbie?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like the president of Mattel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's in it.
I am excited for Barbie. I will not be seeing it in theaters, though.
That's how my wife said
waiting for
I
it.
should go see it. Just because Will Ferrell's in it. It's got to be
Nah.
good.
See, you're going to see it. Your wife wants to see it.
I won't see it in the theater, though.
Yeah, you will.
Did you know I went to the theater last week?
What'd you see?
I saw Elemental.
How was that?
I really liked it.
Did you?
I really did like it.
I was worried about
I did kind of think about it, though, like, it's like 2023. We're still talking about this kind of stuff. Like, we still need to do movies about this? Come on. Yeah, that part was bad.
You mean fire and water don't mix?
Yeah, like it's okay for different people to marry each other. Like, I thought we were beyond that.
All right. Well, these next 2 weeks, I think, will tell you if the American movie theater has a chance or not.
We'll see, because these have to be big.
Yep.
These all have to be big.
Well, they were big budgets. Let's see if they
And
make
then on
their
the
money back.
streaming world, I told you the show you have to watch because it's got one of your favorite actors in it.
Dora the Explorer, season
It
19.
is not that one.
Oh.
But it's Hijack on Apple TV.
Oh, yeah. Idris Elba.
Idris
You were telling
Elba's
me
in
about
it.
this,
He's the
yeah.
main character in it, and it's excellent. You're 4 episodes into it, so you can catch up quick, like hour-long episodes. I don't know how many they're going to be either. Like, it's one of those ones they just keep adding one, so you don't know when it is actually going to end, which is probably good for a show like this because it's, well, I assume when the plane lands or gets to the end of the timer, the movie ends. But it's kind of like a 24 type show
where every hour is.
They don't like do it like that where it's like out on the hour, but it's literally you've watched 4 episodes and it's like 3 hours of real life
on that plane.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy.
It would be funny if an egg timer just went off and just faded to black. Like, make your own ending.
Over. Figure it out yourself.
like they did with
I would absolutely recommend it though.
Sopranos.
We watched the 4th episode last night. It was excellent.
All right, episode 53. Rest easy, big Mark. Love it. Saw a picture of Frank Layden, by the way, on Steve Loom's Twitter.
What's he looking?
He's doing okay. He's got his oxygen on, but he seems to be. He's out in public eating lunch and stuff. And
I went to Ron McBride fundraiser last year, and they handed him a microphone.
Okay.
Don't do it. I mean, he's amazing and he's hilarious, but oh my gosh.
You won't get the mic back.
He did not put that microphone down for, no joke, 45 minutes. And Ron McBride was just loving it. The whole rest of the crowd's like, it's like 9:45. Like, they've got to get to the auction at some point.
My guy,
what is going on?
Scott Gerard created this monster a few years ago with Football Fridays.
And, oh my gosh. And he just kept talking and talking.
And he says what he wants.
Oh, yeah.
No filter.
Start talking about Jackie Robinson. It's like, how did what you were just talking about relate to Jackie Robinson? But it did.
I would listen to Frank.
It was entertaining.
About Jackie Robinson.
No, it was definitely entertaining, but got to a point where you had 500 people in a ballroom. Like,
we're ready to give you money.
Turn the music on. Finally, Ron's like, I'm gonna need that mic back. We're gonna do it for like 45 minutes.
Cut the mic sound. All right. He's Jeff. I'm Austin. Ashley, Katie, behind the scenes. That's it for episode 53. We'll do episode 54 at some point, hopefully next week. Until then, Utah by 5.
Trust me.